Tom Hand here in the Americana Corner. Today we're discussing President Thomas Jefferson's economic war. When the Democratic Republicans came to power in 1800, the Jefferson administration effectively shut down and disbanded both the United States Army and Navy. As a result, when American merchant ships were illegally seized as contraband of war by both the British and the French during the Napoleonic Wars, the United States was helpless to respond. Consequently, President Jefferson, who was philosophically opposed to war, decided to strike back economically rather than militarily, and worked with Congress to pass the Non-Importation Act of 1806. This act forbid the import of certain British goods, but it was largely ineffective. Then in June 1807, the Chesapeake Leopard affair galvanized the emotions of the nation and brought the United States ever so close to war. To avoid getting embroiled in the European conflict, President Jefferson imposed the Embargo Act of 1807, the most restrictive trade legislation in our nation's history. This act completely shut down trade with all foreign nations. No imports were allowed in, and no exports were allowed out of the country. Although Treasury Secretary Albert Gallatin strongly advised against this measure because of the economic damage it would inflict on the American economy, Jefferson would not be swayed from his position. The president deeply believed that neither France nor Great Britain could survive economically without American trade, and that this drastic step would force both countries to finally respect American rights. As predicted, the embargo did great harm and was disliked in all sections of the country. Although the Embargo Act initiated a domestic manufacturing surge, it was Jefferson's least popular measure, and although he revoked the embargo in March 1809, Jefferson left office a very unpopular man. He was succeeded in the White House by his protege, James Madison, who viewed the world very much like Jefferson, and he too implemented several trade restrictions designed to influence British and French behavior, but also to no avail. While Great Britain was open in their defiance of Madison's measures, Napoleon agreed to comply but skillfully deceived the president. Napoleon's goal was to get the United States to take steps that would further irritate Great Britain and drive the two into open warfare. To that end, Napoleon's schemes were vindicated when, on June 18, 1812, Congress declared war on Great Britain at the behest of President Madison, a man whose background made him an odd fit for a wartime commander-in-chief. Next week, we will discuss the early life of James Madison. Until next time, may your love of country lead you.